Hi Gemini, hi Virgo, welcome in. We can take a look and see what's going on between your energy. Welcome back if you're returning back. My name is Shannon if you're new. And my channel is real intense. I don't know how you found me, but if you did, I believe you're here for a reason and a purpose, even if it's just one video. I don't know. If you're upright, then thank you for being that way in the earth. And if you're not, and you don't want to get up and make a thing right, regardless how far you may have fallen, you're not going to like this channel. Thank you for checking me out. This is where I'll ask you to go ahead and click off because there's really nothing here for you. I don't tolerate nonsense, and I look at criminal activity to allow it to be addressed by the word of Elohim so that it can be corrected. And anyway, that's who I am, and I will not apologize for what I do on this channel for judgment's sake in the earth realm, for us to walk straight and in the truth. So anyway, let's see what's going on between you all in the next 24 hours and what the Most High God wants to reveal that's in the hidden. You might know what's in this hidden space. It could be past energy for you. It also could be something that you could been trying to figure out in your intuition. It just be like, oh my gosh, come out or something like that, whatever it is. You'll hold up, just come on in here and begin to speak to this energy. We have either you are in the spotlight or something's just public around you, or something around a following, or somebody that is known could be here. We also have, something social is here, the Three of Cups, and then the Devil is here. Okay, well, anyway, in the hidden, the Seven of Cups is here. There's a temptation out here. Somebody could be very well known in the industry. If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. And somebody's got obsessions, though, when the Devil comes out in the meaning of the deck. Again, if you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. I don't read a lot like a lot of people do. I read according to the word of the Most High, like I said. So, but when the Devil comes out, it's the Devil. We have an oppression here. Well, we have some type of a consequence in the hidden here, and then the Nine of Cups. It's very much watery in your reading. And there's something public and something that has been devilish out here attached to something, and there is some type of fighting. This is a defeat. We have the victory and the defeat out here on this reading. Give me just a second, please. Turn that down a little bit. Somebody's got a decision, and the light bulb's also going off. And for some people, that light bulb is winning and defeating something. It's been oppressive out here. For some people, the light bulb is like, oh my gosh, it is oppressive, depending on what side of this you're on. Somebody dreamed up something here than they did, and this is about a confusion or choosing something that has a consequence to it. And I've had community come out really strong today, just in today's readings on my platforms, and we do have something with a bunch of people out here. Somebody is making a choice here secretly, and obviously somebody already did that in the past as well, and there's been a battle going on here. There's a wish out here. Secretly somebody has a wish, or that's you or somebody around you. When the Devil comes out, it's the letter Sin and or the letter Samak in the Hebraic language. It looks like, the pictograph looks like a antenna, like one of those older ones that people used to put up on their house. Those of you who are younger, you ain't gonna know that, but anyway, possibly you won't. But it represents like a thorn, or grabbing a hold of something here and being a predator and being piercing. It represents something being piercing. It's like the fish. I'm seeing the forks here, and the Devil's hunting for souls out here around something that's going on. Somebody's been trying to hang somebody back and be a predator in their energy and their sex, drugs, and rock and roll and temptation, everything else out here with that Devil energy in a really big way. You could be dealing with a much older person. There could be a work matter going on here with all these people in a company. The Devil can go back to that energy as well. It can go back to soulmates, and you don't get to pick your soulmates, and your enemies are right out of your own house, unfortunately. You have The soul without any knowledge is not good. Your mind, your will, and your emotion is your soul. Okay? Devil's out here. When somebody don't have any kind of knowledge, that knowledge and understanding goes back to leaving evil things. And the soul without knowledge is not good. And he that hastens with his feet sins. Okay? Well, somebody needs to sit back and figure out what you're going to do with this decision out here. There's something's being remembered out here, or there's a record of something. There's a documentation of something as well out here, whatever that means for you. Give me some more words, please, between Virgo and Gemini. You got somebody in a really bad place of rebellion with the devil being out here and that Five of Swords being out here. A bad thing is going to be made right somewhere, and somebody's being exposed or has been exposed, or it's fixing to be. It's the light bulb's off here in secret. Somebody knows something. Somebody controlling and jealous. That's the devil. Okay? They're out of control here. I'll read that one last. A group is involved. Something is involved out here. Anyway, the most I said on one of my other platforms today that their little people game was over. Okay? That's ridiculous. Sit and play with people's lives and be a predator and be piercing and be disgusting and oppressed. I don't even want to understand that. There's somebody's soul that has no understanding whatsoever out here. They're void of any understanding of anything. When you speak, they listen. When somebody's jealous and controlling and hanging on everything you say, and if you say anything, whatever, in a way that I don't want you to, then I'm going to whatever. Somewhere that's crazy. Anyway, out of country is here. And a witch and or a warlock is out here. Well, somebody's demonic out here, folks. They're controlling. That goes back to rebellion and stuff like that. When the land sins against me, Jehovah says, by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and I'm going to break the staff of the bread, and I'm going to send famine upon the land, and I'll cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in the land, they should deliver but by their own righteousness. And righteousness comes by keeping the commandments of the Most High God. And so whoever thinks because where I sit or who I am and hey, look at me and I, whatever, and that ain't going to cut it. No one's going to get out of this thing except through righteousness. That's it. Ecclesiastes 10, 5, and 9 says, there is an evil which I've seen, King Solomon says, under the sun as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. And we have some type of headship out here, and it's demonic around, and we keep getting that official and everything else, just in general. Head of households, head of businesses, head of cities, countries. They're all being addressed. Head of churches have come out here being judged as well. And it's an evil thing that the King Solomon had stated that he's seen under the sun as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. That folly is set in great dignity. It's there. And the rich set in low places. And I've seen servants upon horses. And princes walking as servants upon the earth. And otherwise, the people that should be in those opposite places are found in the opposite places is really what he's making reference to. And he that digs a pit shall fall into it. And whoso breaks a hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Whoso removes stones shall be hurt therein, and he that cleaves wood shall be endangered thereby. So there is a hedge energy, and somebody's done something out here, gonna break something out here. There's biting, there's all kinds of stuff that's been out here around some stuff. What that means for you, there's evilness because there's a fool that's got a mental weakness. Folly goes to a mental weakness and a foolish behavior, unwise wickedness, stupidity, costly structure. It's silly. It's an idiot energy. We've been seeing that. Really big. Insane energy. And your dignity in rulership is connected there. Some people think, well, I know you, so they pressure. Can you take this bribe? I know you. Can you get me out of this thing? And it's very delicate there. So we have somebody's worth and what somebody's got like a privilege of where they sit in an office and their honorable rank and the gravity that they hold here. There's some type of folly around it. Some type of folly around it. And something's exposed is going to be exposed. The Most High will be real quick to contend against a witch and a warlock in this nonsense out here. And the Most High said he was going to stir up this jealousy because he's revealing the heart. He's revealing what's really in people's hearts, folks. It's really what's going on. The thought, and then somebody's friend is out here attached to something. There's been a perversion out here, okay? And there's also good news coming because the Most High is going to make a bad thing right. All right, we have a Jezebel. Jezebel goes back to being controlling as well. Somebody is in a really bad way. Jealousy. It's going to come out and let you all Elohim speak on it because he's going to. I love you, Yola. There's also been a protection out here, or somebody's being perverted in what they're trying to protect in a nasty type of a way as well. But if you're going to break a hedge where there should be one, because there's demonic stuff and perversion going out here, you're going to get bit by a snake. Okay, that's foolishness, but you can do whatever you want. The Most High is still going to make a bad thing right, regardless who does what, where, and why. Okay, there's the headship right here as well. Okay, very cunning headship. Either you're upright for cunning purposes to get something upright done or not. It goes both ways all day long because there's a war out here. There's something about a male relative and a death matter out here. It could just be any death, but it could specifically be a widower for some people losing their wife, or but just in general, something about a male relative with a death matter is attached to something going on out here with this ordeal. The Hagalahs. This is about sacrificing. We have a witch and a warlock involved in some stuff and something very demonic going on. There was a baby out here attached to something that took place, and somebody initially didn't want that baby. It was sacrificed in some way, shape, or form. There's been damage out of a matter because this is a damage rune as well. This is a caution, folks, but the Most High is going to make a bad thing right. Something is exposed out here. And I do see a victory and defeat for you all in the next 24 hours. There is some type of good news coming. Somebody is waiting on that good news. Somebody is thinking. Whoever is being addressed in any kind of leadership out here, the Most High is really warning about the dignity of where you sit and the foolishness that's just very delicate connected with this matter out here. The Most High gave some people 24 hours this morning when I read. And regardless, he said today on another reading, he was going to get the last say. And otherwise, he does give us free will, but the earth belongs to the Most High. There's consequences if we don't, do it his way, as far as, everything's already predestined. What you choose, it's already been predestined. He tells the end from the beginning of what you're going to do. Okay, so what you're going to do, he's already predestined that. He's going to get the last say of it because he's already given the cause and effect of how things work, even spiritually, naturally, emotionally, all of it. So, he'll make a bad thing right for those who want to keep his commandments all day long, regardless, even if other people are going to come up in here in these places and prove who they are and are not. The Most High will get a thing done. He's just weeding out the wicked, and he's also purifying his people like gold 7 times in a fire in the process of it. It really just depends on who and what you are in this matter. This will come out. Shalom.